Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? So, in today's video, we got tons of Miami Heat news coming out today. And if you guys enjoy Miami Heat content, we upload every single day. Today is day 63 out of 365 days that we've been consecutively uploading, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So, I just want to say I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all and continue to keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. And I definitely think you guys are going to enjoy today's video. But, anyways, let's get back in today's video. So, we are going to be breaking down the Miami Heat's win with the Wizards and obviously the Heat, but we got other stuff to talk about first. Now, this came out about 14 hours ago from his Heat page that, he does do good work. But this was one of the biggest things that I seen recently coming from the Miami Heat. All right. And he made a post pretty much saying, does Andrew Wiggins secretly hate it here or something? And as you see right here, it got 182,000 views. It's a lot of views and 3,500 likes, 92 retweets, and like close to 200 comments, right? So this is a big topic, right? Let's just get this straight. Andrew Wiggins is happy to be here. We all think, right? I don't think he's miserable. I think these are just his face expressions. So you see his face expressions right here. He looks sad. It looks like he doesn't really care. He looks out of it, right? I don't think I think he's fine. I think he wants to stay in Miami. I know for me personally, my face expressions, I always look mad or sad, but every single time I'm fine. Like there's nothing wrong with me. You know what I mean? I think it's just certain people's face expressions. Now, obviously, I think he's probably making this out of a joke, but you know how social media can get. This can lead into another story, and then this can lead into a bigger story, and then rumors start. You know what I mean? So I kind of just want to get your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. Like, do you think Andrew Wiggins is happy here? Or do you think he doesn't want to be here? Because at the end of the day, he was traded, and a lot of people, when you get traded, it's a lot, right? You gotta get a new house or apartment. You gotta get everything new. It's like a new start, a new beginning, especially when you have a family. That doesn't help either. So he's probably going through a lot too outside of basketball. And then not only that, I definitely think we got to talk about this. But Andrew Wiggins with the Miami Heat, games played only 6, games missed 5. And he says zero level of concern. Andrew Wiggins is also dealing with injuries right now, which I don't even remember him getting hurt. That's the crazy part of it. So let me know in the comment sections 1 through 10. How concerned are you with Andrew Wiggins' injury? I believe it's an ankle sprain, but he has been missing a lot more games than we want him to. And obviously, the more games he missed, the less chemistry he gains with Tyler and Bam. So we definitely need Bam. We definitely need Wiggins out here because he was playing some good basketball for this team. But hey, I think he'll be back really, really soon. So enough for Andrew Wiggins. But hey, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. Now, Bam Adebayo, man, making history, man. I'm so super proud of this dude, man. I love Bam Adebayo. Has been playing amazing basketball. These are his ranks in history for the Heat, right? So he's 4th in points, 2nd in rebounds, 7th in assists, 4th in steals, 5th in blocks, 1st in double doubles. So this is the award. Well, this is the thing he broke yesterday. So now he's number 1 in history for most double doubles, and then 3rd in triple doubles, man. So shout out to Bam Adebayo. Has been playing incredible basketball. You love to see that type of stuff. But this one was funny too because Spo pretty much called this dude a bum when he first came in. Pretty much called him bum, right? So Bam Adebayo reflects on everything he accomplished in his young career. He said, when I got here, Spo literally looked at me and said, "You're supposed to be a developmental player." I was like, "Why you draft me then?" Going from that to now, it speaks to the hard work and support from developmental player to a franchise leader in double doubles. That dude Spo pretty much say, "Listen, you're supposed to be worked on, bro. Like you're a bum." That's crazy to see. But like you said, it shows you that hard work pays off. And now Bam is literally one of the best players on the team, man. So I love to see this type of stuff, man, because that's pretty awesome, man. So shout out to Bam, shout out to Spo. They for sure developed Bam out of this for sure, right? In other news, Duncan Robinson has been playing amazing. I truly believe this statement. Miami runs on Duncan. And when I say that, like whenever he plays good, our record says it, like straight up. So he had 24, 5, and 6, 20, 20 and 5, 8 for 10. 10, 3 and 5, and 17, 3 and 3. So it'd be interesting to see what we do with Duncan Robinson this upcoming offseason because there's a lot of questions that we're going to talk about. And then this is also the draft pick watch because the Miami Heat have been winning more games. Remember earlier, I believe we was at the 12th and 14. Now we're at the 16th and 19. So for the people that still want to tank, that's me. the pick's getting higher and higher, which is not good for us, right? But anyways, we got to talk about this right here, man. So first thing first, we've been saying this, but LaMelo Ball is a name to watch on the trade market this summer. Now, as a Miami Heat fan, there's no rumors of us being linked to LaMelo Ball, but it is another star player that possibly could come to Miami because we all know we lost Aaron Fox, we lost Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards. We got to really wait for him to request a trade. So LaMelo Ball could possibly be the next star. Are you willing to trade some pieces for LaMelo Ball? Do you think LaMelo Ball can get over the hump for the Miami Heat? I'm concerned with LaMelo Ball just a little bit. His IQ, defensively, it's not that great. In the playoffs, when he was in the play-in, he did not play great at all. He struggled really, really bad. And also his injury concern. But possibly, I think LaMelo Ball could be a trade target. We'll see. I'm not excited as, a player like Kevin Durant or these other guys, but he's definitely going to be available on the trade market. And you see right here, the Miami Heat are not even part of this. It's the Rockets, the Magic, and Warriors in Toronto. But anything can happen with this. So let me know what you guys think about LaMelo Ball. But this is what I'm talking about when it comes to finding a star player in Kevin Durant. It says Miami could find a taker for Duncan Robinson, whose $19.9 million salary would have to be fully guaranteed for matching purposes. A Kevin Durant package built around Wiggins and either Jaime or Jovic plus draft picks would save Phoenix about $20 million in 25-26 salary. Personally, I would do a trade like that. And if you think about it, both of our young guys are out right now. Jaime been horrible pretty much all year, but he's also injured. Jovic is probably going to be out for the season. Those are the two players that were untradeable, and they haven't really played that well. Let's talk about it, right? And then it says if Luka and Fox extend this summer, Miami might not expect to add anyone better in 26 than Kevin Durant, which is facts. There's really no one out there unless Anthony Edwards asks for a trade, right? So if they should look to speed up the process and avoid Durant being traded from Phoenix to a situation where he too would extend his contract by acquiring him this summer. So it pretty much says wait for Doncic or Fox. We can't. And then consider a Durant trade, which obviously we should. I don't care how old he is. I see all the comments, but I personally think we should. And then it says if Miami isn't on track to land a star, the Heat need to nail free agency next summer like the Clippers did this season by waiving Duncan Robinson, which is interesting, who has a $9.9 million of 19.9 salary guarantee. Miami would gain the access to the non-taxpayer mid-level exception. So there's a lot of stuff Miami has to do this offseason if we want to stay competitive or if we want to land a star player. Players like Kevin Durant, players like Trae Young, players like LaMelo Ball. We have to stay active, and it really depends on how the Miami Heat finish this year. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. And then lastly, we are going to be breaking down this game, the Miami Heat versus the Washington Wizards. As you see right here, the Miami Heat did win 106-90. And it's funny because I said this is the type of game the Miami Heat would lose because this is somehow like these are trap games to the Miami Heat. But we closed it out, and that's what I like to see. Kevin Love in 12 minutes had 2 points, 9 rebounds, with Pelle being sidelined due to injury. Bam Adebayo had 19 points, but 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals, but his plus minus was plus 11. Tyler Herro was 16 points, 6 for 10, 3 for 5, very efficient, especially the night before. He was 8 for 24 against the New York Knicks. Once again, Alec Burks had 9 points, 3 for 7. All his shots he made were from the three-point line. And then Terry Rozier finally did something, 15 points, plus 11. He was 1 for 7 at the three-point line, which isn't the greatest, but can't ask much for Terry Rozier at this point. Duncan Robinson, another good game, 17 points coming off the bench, plus 21. 7 for 13, 3 for 7 at the three-point line. And that's why it's an interesting thing. It's like, what do we do with Duncan Robinson next year? You know what I mean? Because he just started to play a little bit better. And then Haywood Highsmith, 8 points, plus 6, 26 minutes. Kyle Anderson, plus 18, but 4 points. And the star of the day coming off the bench is Pelle LARSSON. I love this dude. Whenever he's healthy, whenever he gets that rotation, he plays really good basketball. In 28 minutes, he was a plus 13 with 16 points, 3 for 5 at the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 0 blocks. He did have 5 personal fouls, but I personally think LARSSON should be in the rotation. I think he's better than the majority of these players coming off the bench. And this will happen. When injuries happen, you kind of get the opportunity to play some really, really good basketball. So hopefully he can stay in the rotation because early in the year he was. But then obviously he got hurt and he was no longer in the rotation, right? So we outscored them by 8 field goals, shot 47%. They shot 36. We made more threes than them. We shot 35. We made less free throws than them, but they shot a little bit more. And we still had the better free throw percentage. We had more rebounds, 48. We had 5 offensive rebounds. They had 7. Assists, they had 22. We had 31. Steals, they had 8. We had 10. Blocks, we had 4. They had 0. 13 turnovers total for the Wizards. We had 12. So you see, we pretty much beat them in every statistical. We all played them pretty much that second quarter. It was 12-23. That's really pretty good to only keep an NBA team at 12 points is amazing. So yeah, man, the Miami Heat win. Pelle LARSSON shined, and let's move on to the next game. But let me know what you guys think. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.